I am sitting in my high school computer lab. It is my senior year, and we've been tasked to make a list of schools we're applying to. My list is massive. At the top is a collection of my wildest dreams, punctuated with Yale, the university that has captured my imagination since childhood. Suddenly, a guidance counselor is by my side. She sees my list, and incredulously, insulted even, she says, "You don't think you can get into Yale, do you?" And just like this, I am devastated. If I couldn't belong at Yale, the sanctuary of my dreams, then where did I belong? Today, though, I stand in front of you at Stanford. At the end of that year, I would be accepted into some of the nation's most selective programs. I don't say any of this to brag, but really that instead, I've been thinking a lot about movements, about places like this, and about how we truly let belong. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. We are the gift. We are the brain, not the university. We are the mind, not the coding terminal. For marginalized peoples, this is often a trajectory-altering understanding. It was for me. You see, I've been on the receiving end of an incredible opportunity. With the help of this program, I built the beginnings of a career, a family, and a life outside the shadow of depression. It is the same opportunity you are afforded today. But for so many, this opportunity never comes. Doors never open, and when they do, they are simple and devastating reminders of one's otherness. I fight for a world where Stanford is not the Mecca, where queer, non-binary students of color are not told they don't belong on hallowed academic ground, where opportunities like this one are evenly distributed across zip codes. And while it's nice to wish these spaces into existence, I'm here to tell you, it is your actions that will determine whether or not they do. Innovation without inclusion is simply not innovation at all. If you return to your universities to build systems where only the societally empowered are welcome, your work is for nil. It is your responsibility as receivers of this amazing opportunity to build movements that center our society's most excluded, not as saviors or Samaritans, but as the bare minimum of our collective humanity. Now, I want to acknowledge that some of us are already fighting for ourselves. And if you are, I want you to know you belong here. You have always belonged here. For those of us with more privilege, the time to build is now. Inclusion is active. It doesn't just happen. As you return to your institutions of higher learning, I ask you to consider these questions. What faces do I see most? Who is protected in the spaces that I and others cultivate? Who do I actively allow to belong here? Silicon Valley will not save you. Stanford is just a resource. The D.school, while I am grateful to call it my beautiful home, didn't save my life. It was people who did. People who listened to my pain and believed me. And it was me, with this support, who took the leap to say, I belong here. You have the power to rebuild this system. You are the movement. And like my father always says, you are a superhero. You each newfound power for good. Thank you.